Okay, hi. This is me, Latifa, Dr. Ulinga on 5 on Fridays. Usually it's at 10 o'clock and 10:30, but I've had problems since Wednesday with my car. Car not working, getting a rent a car. Not your business, but I'm telling you anyway, because this is why it's now, whatever time it is. And then finally got to the Lexus dealer, got a Lexus um, loaner car. So happy. And I have that car for till next week. So now there's nothing for me to worry about, but I made sure that's why I have my workout clothes on. So I made sure that I came back here and still was able to do this for you. And I have my cell phone and my iPad right there. And this is what I'm doing. Is Michael watching? Oh, this is something else. Anyway, sorry you guys. I got my okay. Anyway, thank you for being patient with me. So here are the questions. So anyway, you guys all know that 5 on Fridays is something that I do to let me bring this over here too. I have two cameras up. 5 on Fridays is something that I do. Is questions that people ask me and I answer the questions. And usually I start off with a little bit of trivia, and it's the same one usually. And so do you know that 50% of marriages and relationships end because of the lack of communication? And what I am is a couples communication specialist. So I help you do that. And people break up because they can't communicate effectively. That's why. So, okay. So here are the questions. This is really cool. Last week I had these great questions that I really loved. And I might ask one of them again. I think I might start this off with a question that I was asked last week. But I want to say it again because it's so important. And then I'll have the other 5. But here's the question. The question a woman asked me was, on a first date, who pays? And so for me, in my generation, by her asking me that, my first response was, the guy pays, obviously. But then I caught myself and I said, no, that's not correct because people are different and times are different. And so the response to all of you to understand this, the person who pays is the person with the masculine energy, may it be male or female. All of us have the opposite energy in us. I have the animus energy, which means masculine, and all males have the anima energy, which means feminine. And whoever has that energy pays. If a woman has the animus energy and is very dominant, then she doesn't mind earning a lot of money, paying the money, paying her way and her partner's way, whether may he be male or female. She doesn't mind. She doesn't mind being the provider and the masculine, which is fine. And her partner usually does not mind being the feminine with the anima. So it doesn't matter who pays. Usually the answer to that question is the masculine energy pays because they feel comfortable doing it and they like it. If you're out on a first date or any date and your date is a woman and she's in her feminine and the man or the partner expects her to pay, if she's in her feminine, she'll be offended by that and probably won't date you again. It won't be a good relationship because the feminine energy they receive what the masculine energy gives, because males want to give, provide, and do and take care of, and the feminine energy receives and is there to help build him up. That's the difference. And so that's the answer. Okay, so I'm going to keep going with the actual questions. Oh yeah, I could bring you on camera to ask you a question. Hey, if you have a question that you want to ask me, I can bring you on camera. So you can just push yourself on camera. I think it's right down here. So if someone's there and wants to be on camera, just let me know and then pull yourself up and you can ask a question to me right now. So I'll go. So the first question that I'm going to ask is, what should my first impression be of the person that I want to date? And that question for me seems, obvious, but that's not fair because some people are new at dating. So the first impression that you get with the person that you want to date should be a really, really good feeling. I operate my life by feelings because I believe in the laws of the universe and vibrations. And so I would adhere to my vibrations. How are you feeling? Those are your vibrations. If you feel good about this person when you're around this person, that means you're good with this person and he's okay, he or she's okay. But if you don't feel good about this person, I wouldn't date them. So your first impression should be how you feel, not necessarily how they look. That's important too, but the most important impression is how it makes you feel when you're in their company. If you don't feel good, don't do it. That's important. Okay, just one second. That goes off. Okay, here's the next one. The next question is, how should I feel about the intimacy in my relationship? And I think if you have a question, you guys just ask. So this person asks, how should she feel about the intimacy in the relationship? She should feel, let's leave the word should out. The best way for anyone to feel about the intimacy, and she means sex, that's what she means, is really good and comfortable. The sex should be at least good. It's exciting sometimes, but at least you should feel good, orgasm, feel fulfilled and happy, still feel good about yourself. That if you don't feel good about yourself or you're not fulfilled, if it doesn't feel good, that's not a good thing. So the intimacy should be just that, intimate. And in case you didn't know, intimacy starts eye to eye, soul to soul. It is not the sex. So in relationships in America or other places, I think it's all backwards because the first thing people do is sleep together really quickly. And that makes no sense for you or the relationship. You want to get to know that person first. And you become intimate first. And that means what eye to eye, soul to soul means, that's how I describe it, is you can look that person in the eye, even when you feel ashamed, and tell that person who you are. That is true intimacy. Once you can do that, and you have done that, with time, and then you sleep together, then that's the sexual intimacy. But the first intimacy is spiritual intimacy. You want to let them know who you are, what you like, what you don't like. You want to be okay and be yourself and transparent with that person. That is intimacy, transparency. So, back to the question, you should feel really good with your intimacy. It should be powerful and good. And you ought to be happy with it all the time. And when you're not, you can talk to your partner about what's missing or what you need. It's just that simple. And that's going to make me segue to just something to say. One of the reasons why couples are divorcing and breaking up because of lack of communication skills is because they're afraid to be intimate, to be transparent, and the fear comes from them believing they're not enough. So when you believe you are enough, because you are, then you can be honest with your partner. And then about the sex or the intimacy, when it's not what you want or what you need, you can talk to your partner about it without blaming. Just sweetly tell your partner what you need. It's just that simple. And it's beautiful. You can do it. You'll feel really good when you can talk to your partner about how you feel. Okay, so the third question is, how should I affect my partner in his or her disposition? And I say that when you are in a relationship, what you want to do is bring out the best in your partner. You don't want to make them, you can't make them do anything, but you don't want the worst in them to come out because they're with you. When you're with someone and you both love each other, what you tend to do is bring out the best in them because you love them, they can feel it, you support them, you speak great things about them, you bring them up to a higher vibration, and that's what you want. So bring up the best in your partner, and they should bring out the best in you. So if you have a partner and you feel insecure, unhappy, grumpy, don't want to be there, ask yourself, why am I here? Why have I chosen this person? What is this doing for me in the positive? If you have negative answers to your questions, then you're in the wrong relationship and you want to get out of it, because don't waste your time or your partner's time. Does that make sense? Did I say it too quickly? Because yeah, they bring up the best in you. That's what should happen. You know, you've seen couples and they seem so happy together because they really are. That's because they bring up the best in each other for work, for play, for conversations. You know, they feed off each other in the good way. Good banter, not negative at all. If you're somewhere in a relationship and you guys talk about each other in a negative, or they can't support you, they put you down, say nothing good about you, that's the wrong relationship. That's the wrong person. That's not what love looks like. Love is gentle and kind and sweet and supportive. Love has a smile on its face and good feelings. That's what love is. Okay, we're going to go to the fourth question. My partner and I laugh a lot together. Is that okay? And I love this question, that he even asked that question. A man asked that. That he even asked that question makes me think, man, what's going on? You know what? To laugh together, joy and happiness is why we're here. To be in joy, to be in happiness. The universe made us to be happy and at ease and light, right? To just be in the flow, in the ease and flow of love. And the ease and flow is joy and laughter and happiness. And if your partner and you laugh together a lot, that means you're really close to each other. If you can laugh with your partner, let's say best friends, or don't label it, but if you can laugh with your partner and you like being around them and you want to be with them, you're with your soulmate. And it doesn't get any better than that. So, no, there's nothing wrong with your laughing a lot with your partner. That's a good thing. Keep it up. And then number 5, my partner texts me a lot. Is that something wrong with that? I don't like it. That's what she says. Here it is. If you want your partner, I mean the kids nowadays, or people today, not just children, I mean the young adults. I'm not 25 or 30. I mean that generation. Even the people my age, they text all the time. And for me, I don't like it. So I say, you know, you can text me, I'm here, I'm close, on my way. Yeah, but a long sentence or conversation in text, I don't do it. So if I were you, I would just tell your partner that doesn't work for you. You can just ask them very nicely. You know, you text me and I know you like that, but I don't really like it. So I would like you to call me and talk to me on the phone for a conversation, or when we're face to face. But if you're coming here or you're on your way or a quick question, that's okay in text. But a conversation with text, no, not doing it. I understand, but it won't change if you don't let your partner know what you don't like and ask them to shift just for you. And they will. People, it's not that big a deal. And you'll find that to talk on the phone is far better than texting, because you understand what they're thinking, what they're feeling. When you text, you have no idea. It's just words on a telephone screen. And people have arguments, and I ask them, what happened? Well, my partner said this to me. Well, and they felt this way. How do you know? Did you hear them? See them? No, they sent me in a text. Okay. Right now, that makes me laugh, because when you text someone, you have no idea how they feel, what they're saying, anything. You have no idea. So, yeah, if you don't like texting, tell your partner, and that's it. Okay? So I've answered 5 questions today, and the first one was about the first impression, and then the second was about intimacy, and then I talked about how you affect your partner, bring out the best in them, and then laughing together, which is a beautiful, beautiful, joyful thing, and then texting or talking on the phone. These things are all fine, And what you want to go off of all the time is how you feel. If you're interested in anything that has to do with spirituality or the laws of the universe, how that affects your life and affects your relationship, talk to me about it, because I'll tell you that's the most important thing. So how you feel, don't ever forget or ignore how you feel, because your body never lies. So those are my questions. If anybody has any questions, you can always email me or PM me or message me with a question, and next week I'll answer them. And I didn't mean to come on so late. I'm here at 10 or 10:30 usually, but today I had car situations, so now I got my loaner car. I'm happy. Things are good. I make sure I didn't leave you guys hanging. So please let me know what you think, what your thoughts are. Leave a message, anything. And I do this every Friday. It's called 5 on Fridays. Adriana, you're watching. Do you want to come on and ask a question? If not, just ask anything you need, and I'll answer the questions next week. Or if you message me, I'll answer them today. Okay, you guys. Thanks for watching. I'll talk to you soon. Have a great weekend and be safe. Bye-bye.